Point on raid, and we're going to start off on board with Shane from that Cloud lineup. Probably the captain of this team, the oldest one in there as well, I believe. Former Prophecy player, and now going to see how he scores his hard point.
Well, we discussed this earlier actually when I was speaking with Sowers, who was actually playing for Epsilon. In the Cloud, they kind of lack a leader, and Shane's trying to fill that role. It's not a role that he's been very familiar with in his previous lineups, but there does need to be a leader in a team.
Of course, and you know what? I actually think Shane is a great leader. The guy pulls them together. He's very approachable. He's very friendly. I will also notice that Scruff has actually drove down today to give the boys a little bit of support. They wouldn't actually be here if it wasn't for him. He helped them, I believe, get some funding to get here.
Yeah, but it's already a very close game into the first minute of this. It's going back and two over this first hardpoint area, and we're seeing Shane blitz in there. He catches a few Epsilon players off guard, takes down two, but McGee ends him.
Yeah, they're still on board with Shane. It looks like they're now rotating around to this kitchen hardpoint. They are playing very well, and it does seem like, there you go, Zanny picking up two, Madcap picking up another one, and this is where they're going to go. If they can start to build it, you can already hear them through the echo in our microphones. Very loud team. They are the pump team. Yeah,
they certainly are. I mean, Epsilon, relatively quiet in comparison, but Zanny, let's talk about him for a second. This event and many others, he's really been a standout player. He is the main slayer for this team, and he picks up big, big numbers every time.
How did he even see that kill just then? That was incredible. Speaking of Zanny, I first become aware of him when he teamed with Morgan, Mohawk and Bizzle, and I looked at him and I went, I've never really seen this player before, but he is doing so well, and he's such a young guy as well. To see him come through the scene, and you know what, such a friendly person.
He is,
really nice guy. He is doing really well, and he's now rated as one of the best players in Europe without doubt, as Jerd picks up a three-piece. Unfortunately, one of them was his own teammate.
Well, yeah, I was going to actually flick over to him. We'll get on board with Madcat, though, who's getting a few kills of his own. He's still alive in that hardpoint area, and it just seems that Cloud are absolutely annihilating Epsilon here, 63-15 on the scoreline.
Oh, you know, you can see this Cloud lineup so pumped. Complete opposite to the Epsilon lineup, who are not saying anything, and they are just, like you said, they're now on a roll. They will snowball through this and just keep the pressure up, keep the tempo that they like, and they like playing fast, they like playing aggressive, and that's what they're going to do.
Well, Epsilon are the comeback kings. Let's not forget about that game they had against Millennium yesterday. They were 2-0 down. Things were looking bad on the Capture the Flag raid, and they brought it all the way back to win 3-2. So do not rule Epsilon out of this game at all.
No, can't. You've got to remember that Josh and Madcat, though, are previous EGL winners. They won the last one, EGL8, actually with TCM. So, you know what? This could be two in a row if they continue this role at the moment. Okay, I believe we are going to do a quick listen-in for you guys, powered by Turtle Beach, the TM1 system. It's over the Cloud.
I'm going. I can't kill the guy now.
Middle now.
I'm going. Next one. Next one.
Go.
He's coming your gym. Check your gym.
Unlucky, man. Unlucky. 10. Okay, he's in the pool hut thing.
Let's go! Okay, J top. I'm holding ball, man.
Let's do our strat.
Yeah, do the thing. Hit
Two
his shit up, boys.
on me. I need help, boys. I'm getting down. You two get up, top.
The AMP.
I'm challenge him.
Oh, he's got me.
Just move.
No,
he's one shot top.
The setup, man. See, man, but he shot me for the brick. I don't know. See me there.
Oh, one more. Two more. One's wait. Wait a minute. Let's go!
Let's go!
It's spawning behind your pool. I got top.
Oh, actually showers me. What the fuck are you doing?
I got top.
One
ball.
He's still there. He's still in vault.
Oh, let's go top.
One back.
Go top. One top.
Sailor.
Oh, one top. He's injured. Let's go mid.
No, you got me. I killed him.
Got money. Open stairs.
It's weak. We can put. Let's go!
100 point lead.
Come on, boys. Come on,
sure.
Oh, no, 1, 2 mid.
Start going mid.
He's there. 2, 1, 2 balls there.
2 in. Maybe 3.
Smoke, Shane. Smoke.
Hold on. I'm getting them nades out.
Oh, one in there.
2 in there. 2 more. One more.
McGee's one shot by the zigzag. He's one shot.
Stop. I got Paul. I've got Paul. Let's go, Shane!
One there.
Pull set. Pillar.
Pillars.
Your shit!
One more pillar. Zigzag. Let's go, Shane! Get a shot, bro.
I'm zigging.
There, let's go! I got pillars.
Oh, no one zig.
Zigzag one shot. Nice. Let's go!
Oh my God, Lucky!
Hold this up. He's there.
Coming from pillars. McGee's there.
Oh, he's shot in the back, mate. Turn it now. Go on, get again.
Zigzag. What are you doing?
Two zigzag. Two in.
Make it, next one.
Anyone go straight.
No.
They'll go. Leave him.
He's one shot by Mac. Yeah, nice.
Try on it.
Pick him. Make the kills.
Boys, big kills. We need to get in there before they settle.
Big nade, man. Come on.
You're the far.
Yeah, up top. Get an up top.
Yeah, stay up top.
Two in there, point.
Wow, you know what? We've talked a lot about these teams being a pump team, and you can certainly hear it through the mic there. These guys put some serious noise down, and like we said before, Rel, what a team. You could hear just how much they scream, how much they communicate, and how pumped up they are.
Yeah, we heard Madcat right from the get-go telling his boys to get on the ting, and they certainly did that. They have been playing absolutely brilliantly throughout this raid hardpoint. We've seen a lot of Cloud, though, so I want to see what is going on with the Epsilon camp now. They are behind by just over 100 points there. They've got a lot of work to do, but it's certainly doable.
Yeah, you know what? It hasn't been all of their way. I mean, we saw Lucky actually break a hard point when we went into that listening. By himself, he broke basketball. He got 3-piece there. However, Madcat answered in kind, and that's where you actually heard him scream at Soursby. I said there is a rivalry between Sowers. I think that they're kind of focusing on him from the Epsilon lineup. Yeah,
I mean, Shane and Sowers, they are good friends, like we've said before. Teams do change quite often, and we can actually still hear Cloud through the headset, so we're just going to try and alter that as well.
Yep,
there we go. But yeah, I want to actually see what's going on with Sowers, because he's 19 to 23 at the moment. He's doing okay, but I've seen him pulling up a few big 2-pieces, 3-pieces. Lucky though,
4-piece for Lucky. Brilliant play from him. Got the death machine out, and certainly a lot of death coming from it. You know what? This Epsilon lineup, don't count them out ever, because here we go. Lucky once more with the death machine. He's going to put some fire down.
Oh, and he's just spraying and praying, making some big kills, trying to follow it up, but he does go down. Zanity with a B23R taking out Sowers and Lucky.
Yeah, Zanity answering back in kind there, and he did make a good play to hold that kitchen hardpoint. They now need to think about trying to switch it up, but Epsilon just kind of floundering in the raw slaying power of this young team.
Yeah, I mean, they're way ahead now. It's pretty much 100 points there, and with just less than 3 minutes on the clock, I don't even know if it's possible to come back from this. I mean, mathematically, yes, but the amount of contests that there's going to be on these hard points, I just cannot see it happening, Brycey.
Well, no, if we go picture in picture, we have a look at that map, you can see they are perfectly set up for this garage, and we all know how hard it is to get in there. If we have a look, we're going to jump on board with someone who's a little bit closer. Let's go on board with an Epsilon player. Malucky is currently in there.
Oh, here we go. He's trying to breach in, but Josh outshoots him. See what's going on with Sowers there. We can see this large push from the right-hand side, all moving from statue, and it's just working wonders for Cloud, because they're in a brilliant position to defend this. Madcat picking up the kill against Sowers there, and it's just every time we're seeing this push through Jim, they're just not getting anywhere with it.
No, McGee has finally managed to get in, and he now has a point where he can actually contest this now. They've done such a great job of shutting them out that, you know what, Epsilon had to fight tooth and nail to even get a foot in the door, and they've only managed to do it with 20 seconds left as Madcat's still holding on, not giving them any points, and it actually looks like they've actually just moved. They've left it going, you know what, you have them 10 points, we're not even interested.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 28 points that Cloud actually need to take this map, so they're happy to just set up on the next one and guarantee that they've got it. However, it looks like Epsilon are almost going to be able to get in there. Well, it's being contested by somebody.
I think it's mathematically impossible now. I'm trying to do some quick maths in my head. I believe there is only 100 points left on the board, so it's completely out of range of them. And you know what? They have just decimated. I'm actually going to bring up the scoreboard. Let's have a little look how these two teams have broken down.
Well, very interestingly, Jerd is the top of his scoreboard, but he has the less kills, so he's been doing a lot of objective work. 20 to 30 on kill to death, not great, but 11 captures, so just throwing himself in there.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you can look, they just don't have a high score as the other guys. They are, I think they're all negative, I believe. Just double checking. Oh, Lucky is actually positive. But you can see, like I said, this team here, they're pumped, and this is a great thing for them. Not only do they actually have quite a strong S&D game as well, we have seen. So I do think that this is just going to go all Cloud's way, unless Epsilon do that famous comeback that they've done before.
And if we look at the scoreboard again, let's actually see what's going on for Cloud. Zanity has dropped the 40 bomb.
Zanity, 40 for 26. He's put some serious slaying power down at the moment. And you know what? Epsilon have faltered in the face of that. Such a young guy, such a good player. We have spoken about it before, but I don't think I can emphasise as much as possible just how young this guy is. I believe he's 16.
Yeah, he's a very young player. And as you say, he only really introduced himself to the competitive scene in a big way during I-Series when he teamed with the likes of Mohawk. It wasn't the best placement for them, but he's just come on leaps and bounds. He actually won an I-Series as well. And now he's looking to replicate that performance here at EGL9.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. 1 point left in it. Can they actually get 1 point to actually see this out 250? I don't think they can. So we'll be 2-4-9. They've actually given up 2-4-9 to 1-4-2, and that is the end of the game. As well, that was a one-sided show.
Yep, and of course, Search and Destroy, completely different game mode. Anything can happen from here on in. It's very hard to base a Search and Destroy performance off of what we've seen on Hardpoint.
And you know what? They are still giving the trash talk over once again. And you know what? I will point out, it's not really that offensive. It was kind of like no Jerd, no win. They're kind of focusing on Sowers. Like I said, they have a rivalry. Remember, Shane and Sowers used to actually be in the same team.
Yeah, so they've teamed together before. It is